for an opportunity to go at me. And because her jabs were so subliminal, they were so, even people in the house, they were hearing it, but they didn't even know it was directed at. Like, I would just pass by and she'd just say, yeah, they smell. Or she'd just do,
Are you for real?
I'm telling you, or she'll say, who bring this one come here? Me will be face of this thing since they bring person, we just get 1 year in industry. You won't come, they face me. Or, things like that. Or she'll say, yeah, or she'll say things like, some people go come here, they go wear cheap hair. I'm like, girl, you know who I buy my hair from, it's not cheap.
Period.
Like, she would always say things, or she'll say, I can just be sitting on my house, she'll say, every day, makeup. They are not proud of themselves. Maybe they get something for body, we made them lose weight like this. Just things like that. Or say people that do tests for everybody like this.
That's very stupid.
Things like that. It was too much.
There's absolutely no need to be like, and
really?
It was
Vanita does some things, and I'm like, there's no reason to be like
one
this.
One day, Cross had to go have a conversation with her because she went on and on about how some people, they won't take their friend's man. She kept on putting in Baye's head that I wanted Cross, and Cross knows. Immediately he came to meet me about that, and I told him straight, you don't even respect my friendship with this girl. For you to even be moving to me when you were with my friend, like it will never happen.
Cross was moving to you?
He was. And so that was the moment I knew, okay, I have to highlight this. Because if I just go off, people will not understand where this is coming from. So I need to highlight it first so people understand. And luckily, Alex had experienced it. Like I was talking to Alex one day, she did it. Cross had seen it happen. Mercy had to come to meet me. She was like, Doyin, I know what you're going through, but this person is my friend. I have to be loyal to the friendship. I cannot say it in front of her that, Yeah, but she was like, I even said it in my diary session because I'm not a mean girl. I don't support this, but I cannot call her out. Mercy came to have that conversation with me in the pool. She had to take off her mic. Like, we had to talk about it.
That your microphone infringement. You do deserve it.
You do deserve it. Because
No, so it was a lot. It was really a lot. And I was waiting to have the outburst. But I wanted to have the outburst when people could see that I was going through something.
It was a good one.
It doesn't look like I'm crazy.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You were quite articulate about it.
I absolutely loved it.
And you just put it out there. And
I was very
clear.
happy. I was very, very happy.
That's where she was coming from and why she did that.
Where now?
So,
Sisi.
All right.
So what had happened was after I had the old chat to Ebuka about Venita on the live show, the screen went off for a minute. And I had said it in the lounge area. I'm like, God, I hope they leave me in this house because this house is going to be hot. After, and then I'm like, but don't worry, if I go, Sisi, please make sure there are no fake kisses on my picture. I said that to her, but I said that as part, banter, like my girl, make sure there are no fake kisses on my picture. But I wasn't referring to anyone in particular. I just yarn. So I told her, I was like, Sisi, put on red lipstick and kiss my picture for me. Like, I just said it to her. So I think she literally took that verbatim, okay. She gave me an assignment and I
that was it. Oh, that's what happened?
Yes.
So Eleba is the fake one now.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say
why would Sisi think that? Because Sisi made the statement, she was like, where were you when Doyin was in the house, right? And I mean, we watched the show, I understood, I want to think I understood your trajectory in terms of friendship with Eleba. But where it changed for me, honestly speaking, is, and I know you to be someone who is quite direct, quite blunt. Yeah. If it's not like what you said about Benita, at the finale, let's say finale, at the eviction show, if it's not, this is not it, right? When you were called to be evicted and you stood up, Ilebaye was emotional and she reached out for your hug and you hugged her and you seemed to welcome it. Do you understand? Yeah. So if I was Sisi watching that, I would think that, okay, maybe there's something that you could have spoken about or something I wasn't, prior privy to, and I wouldn't think I would act out that way.
You know what? The thing is, Sisi and I were pretty close in that house and we had a lot of conversations. So I spoke to her a lot about, how I felt in the moment about my relationship with Ilebaye and, how she made me feel here and there. So I guess, Sisi was just acting based off of everything that we had discussed. Right. Just the things I had said to her. She knew how hurt I was about how the friendship went and everything. Like you said, okay, Ilebaye hugged me and I welcomed it. That's because I love Ilebaye. I like the girl. From when we got into the house, she was like my little sister. For me, that was where I looked at her. And I was ready to just, let's hold our hands together. And she knows that too. But, I was mad at her in the house. But in that moment, I realized that, I'm not going to see her again. Okay, I'm leaving the house. I think what was in my head was, we should be fine. I thought about that in that moment. Is this girl going to be fine? But I'm just like, well, she'll handle herself. But I think Cece was just being protective. She was just like...
was being mean.
She wasn't being mean.
Sure, you not
No, she wasn't being mean.
Dropped.
I said something before. I'm like, don't let no fake kisses on my picture. So I think she just
and
took
because
that
they weren't
thing.
talking.
Yeah. And you know, Baye and I weren't really speaking.
Yeah.
Like that. We're just there speaking like small before I left. So.
Oh, you guys had?
Yeah, we started speaking.
We didn't. I didn't even say that. We didn't even say that.
Just like no, we had like in the party room. You know, she had come to meet me. We didn't speak about the issue, but like just
regular bands.
You just mentioned now that.
Wahala for people wey no get lovers. So hey babies, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sell Mischiously Me, where you get the gist as it dey do wetin, as it dey hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do well, you lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel, or are you sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hot? So, guys, if I want to cool off, I will just go to Javon. That is Yvonne and Juicy J. I will just go there, be enjoying premium couple content, at least to calm my temper, because these people, they've been giving back to back, love roles and everything, and now people have been like, what is really happening here? The last time we checked, they do not want PDA, like public display of affection, especially from Yvonne's side. Juicy J could not get problem. Now Yvonne, they complain, no, why did you show me live video? Why did you do this? We know how they had the issue the last time now because of Yvonne was like his cloud chasing or something. So to me, I feel she's this free right now because attention is not focused on them. You understand? I actually do understand why she did whatever she did that time, because the attention was not on them. The attention was on them. Everybody was talking about baby Titan. Everybody's trying to know what is real and what is not real. So I was thinking she's trying to play safe as at that time. So for now, everybody is talking about All Stars. Nobody is really talking about Titan again. We are focused on the All Stars Housemate. Had it been the All Stars is over, so now that's why they are doing their PDA, doing their lovey-dovey, showing us to match clothes. In fact, they planned this thing because since they've been going out, they've been wearing to match. If it's not the same, it will be the same color. And me, I'm here, it's sweeting me. Do you know why? This guy, what's his name? Juicy J is one guy I really do like in that house. Do you know why I like him? He is free-spirited. He doesn't have any problem at all, so I think he's a sweet guy that any girl would want to, have a thing with. So now it's very safe to say if there is one ship that is doing well, from Biggie's house, it is the Javon ship. It is the Javon ship because from the onset, even from her interview, Yvonne never denied him. Yvonne actually said she had a feeling for him, not like the Kanas thing where Kanaga were like, they are focusing on their life, they understand what they have that we do not really know. So I will not be surprised tomorrow Kanaga Junior and Tati be doing loving up too, because people have the right to be private with their life, okay? In as much as they are celebrity, and being a celebrity is like having camera on you 247. So it is what it is. To all the Javon shippers, congratulations. So no, now we know. Coming from Javon HQ, this lady is too still for Yvonne and Juicy J. When they have their issue, she's on a neutral ground. She's not one-sided. Because during that period, when they had that issue, some people would be on, most people went to Juicy J's end. So most of them were coming for Yvonne. Now how would those people look at them again, now that they've settled? What would they be saying? I mean, those people that were coming for Yvonne that period, That is why this kind of matter, you just need to be calming down, be like Javon HQ, and take a chill pill. She said, at least you won't say they are doing it for the gifts. Exactly. Oh, I remember that baby Titan time. Shippers, and they were actually, in fact, my best shippers were, what's their name? Koban shippers. I laughed tire. Those ones really made me laugh. Their own delusional level, it passed 100%. Coming from Hills, Hills is actually a top-notch Von Star, not Javon, Von Star. Since someone went to SA, she has forgotten Vonnies. Once she is back to Nigeria, she will start. My Vonnies, how are you all? Hey, you people are dissing Yvonne. And she replied him and said, I hate you, please. I will never forget my Vonnies. It is for life. Omo, you pushing free her. Let her go and enjoy her life. Let her go and put some oil in the right places. You understand what I'm trying to say? But no be firewood, I beg ye. Coming from Gifty, as a Von Star, I have no option to accept my in-law Juicy, as Madam Privacy is not privacy again. I wish Javon the very best. Cruise with Yvonne in the barn. Exactly, that is the best you could do. Whatever your faith choose to do, just in that line, wish them the best. You don't have to control their lives. You don't have to start telling them what to do or what not. Jig. You get that you love a person does not mean you should control their life. That is why I keep saying this about Kosi. She has a very strong fan base, but they cannot even control her life one bit. Now let's enter back to the All Stars. But before I start talking about the All Stars, the present housemate, let me talk about Doyin's interview. If there is one thing I have been enjoying out of all the housemate that has left the house, it is Doyin's interview. I can be watching her all day long without getting tired. I do not know if you're like that too. So any interview I get of her, I'm gonna be uploading it on my channel so you would watch with me, because she's ever giving out details. Now, if you watch this particular video that I started this video with, where she was saying the things Venita did to her, then you should not even blame her one bit with what she said about Venita being a mean person, because the camera never showed us that. Some people are saying she's lying, but if there is one thing Doyin is not, is liar. Nah, she is not that. Not like she does not lie, but she's so sincere, she's so plain. She's a straight talker. How can you see somebody? She even told Biggie now in the diary session that she would pass and do you do it like she want to throw up, she want to puke, All those things are not fun. How would you do that to a human being and you say, why the person look like this? You're telling a skinny person, why did what if it's somebody that do not have that confidence in their body? I think Venita really needs to work on herself in that part. She's a wonderful lady. I love her because she's quite intelligent. I am sapiosexual, like, if I see you that you're intelligent like this, I don't fall for you. Like, be you ladies, be you a guy, I go to trip for you on a certain level. That is the only part Venita has me like this, because she is intelligent. You're not going to take it from her. So no matter how your attitude is, I'll be calling it out. But one thing that will make me like you is just that you're intelligent. And Venita and Doyin has that characteristics. They are both intelligent ladies, smart. Venita, she's so creative. So I think she should just work on that part of her. And then you see, Doyin also reviewed about the parts where Sisi actually had to, that picture thingy. So she casually did say that actually that she needed no fake kisses on her picture. That was why Sisi had to react the way she did. If Doyin has not made that to her hearing, in as much as Doyin said she just said it like, if say Sisi no hear that kind talk, Sisi would have not done whatever she did to Baye's picture. Not like I'm trying to give Sisi a thumbs up or something, but I think she actually reacted via those words Doyin casually said. At least Doyin interview is making everything clear bit by bit. Going back to reality, which is people in the house, this picture of Neo really did break me down. Like yesterday, after their HFM tax, he lay down on the couch staring at space. I'm like, I was like, I would not know how this guy feel right now, but there is this feeling that is not, I don't think it is okay when you're up and you definitely know you are going home. I think this really got to him. When I don't know what he was thinking as at that time, but looking at him, I know that is what his mind is on. Like, so this is my last week in Biggie's house. How I really wish I would have made it to the finals, all those kind of thoughts. I really felt for him. He was just staring at space, and he's somebody that has been complaining about wins. Thank God he won that Super Commando. Meanwhile, Sunday, he go come out and face his girlfriends and his ex, as they are differently dropping some kind of line. This was coming from T-Badge. You go explain, tell no evidence is so funny to me. And if you remember, V actually used this exact word when T-Badge is in the house. And then V said, make I put on for your body, baby, bakoje. They don't give us different signs. I can't wait for Neo to come out. Make we they hear different things the more. Now let's talk about the husband in Big Brother's house. Adekunle and Soma, Adekunle of the Adenita, Soma of the Somgel. There is this convo Adekunle had with Soma in this particular scenario, and people are taking it so personal. They are like, oh, he said something, and this is it. He said, because they are going through it from their different relationship, and then he said to Soma that, you see, in this house, the only thing we would have to do is either you take it in or you leave it. If not, all we have to be doing now is yes ma in this house until outside of the house. So people now took it so personal. They were like, oh, is this guy trying to say that all this relationship thing is not going to work outside of the house? That everything that they are doing right now is just to give us a show. When people were saying that, in my mind, I'm like, Una carry this relationship for her before. Mimi already told you guys, do not take anything from me as serious. But if you find it serious outside, then fine. Just like this Javon's own. You get. So, but finally, Soma had a conversation with Angel yesterday, called her out at the garden. They stayed at the door where they had their club, yeah. So they sat down there. Angel, they form a giddy that is stubborn, like that that one. You're always saying that you are the only person that is always coming to plead when we have ish. But I've always tried my best to call one or two, They were just settling their reefs, talking about, they were just quarreling unnecessarily. Waiting cause quarrel a dream. Anyways, they have settled their reef. They are back again. As you can see, this is Soma feeding Angel as usual, doing what he knows how to do best. But now, something is remaining. Venita and Adekunle, they are not back. Now, Venita is the third person sitting with her fellow couple mate. Please, sitting with her fellow couple mate. Actually, Soma is complaining that he wanted to tell Perez something, and they were like, what do you want to tell? He was like, I want to tell Perez something, but let me just shush up. They were like, what do you want to tell Perez? I want to tell him that he should never ever bait with Angel again and be rubbing her backside to him, blah, 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 blah. Adekunle was like, just leave it, just shush up, leave it, ignore it. Soma continue feeding Angel. So far that Somgel is back, I'm very sure they will try and make Adenita to settle, because I am still yet to understand what happened to Adenita. As for Somgel, I can say yes, they quarrel because of dream, which no jig. But Adenita, waiting happened to them, I can't tell. But as time goes on, if they are settling, we would know, right? Coming from Uduak, sometimes I do wish Soma met someone like Liko Rose, a lady that is soft in heart like him. Interesting. But you suppose know now, the normal life, no balance, right? And there's no how life will be balanced. Everything just they go, opposite. You get the point? Anyways, guys, I'm going to be dropping my voice right here and now. Feel free to use the comment section as usual. It is all yours, okay? I'll see you guys later. Make sure you're having a great Saturday. Bye for now, babies.